The right way of developing a language, the right way of developing fluency and confidence is developing the right mindset inside that student, developing the right habits inside that student. I teach English communication without teaching English. And this is a fact. I never teach English. I have never taught English. I have never written any sentences on the board. I have never taught any rules. That's true, Naufal. You are right. Still, students improve. A language, communication, confidence, these things develop when you follow certain rituals, when you follow certain habits. I always said, you may have heard me saying this before, I don't give fish, I teach fishing. I teach the right psychology.
So would you please elaborate a little bit about the real secret behind of teaching English without teaching English?
Oh, very nice question. Okay. Dear friends, Naufal is with me. Naufal, you are with me since how many months?
I think, sir, around 2 years I'm going to
Even
complete.
2 years. Oh my God, look at this. 2 years have passed. Okay. So you have this, this is a valid question because after 2 years, now you have understood how it works. And of course, I can see a huge change in your confidence and in your communication. Very interesting question. I teach English communication without teaching English. And this is a fact. I never teach English. I have never taught English. I have never written any sentences on the board. I have never taught any rules. That's true, Naufal. You are right. Still, students improve. In fact, now understand there is a psychology behind this. And the psychology is this. Naufal, I can teach you a subject, but I can't teach you communication, or I can't teach you language. I can't teach you that. A language, communication, confidence, these things develop when you follow certain rituals, when you follow certain habits. I don't teach English, I teach the rituals. I teach the methods, I teach the habits. And for that, the most important thing is I teach the right psychology. The right psychology I teach. And that's very important. Understand, Naufal, the right mindset is very important. I always said, you may have heard me saying this before, I don't give fish, I teach fishing. Because if I give you fish, I can feed you for one day, But if I teach you fishing, you can feed yourself for an entire life, Naufal. Communication, English communication is an intrinsic process, internal process. No one can teach you language. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. No one can teach you language. I can't teach you language. Anyone has taught you your mother tongue? No.
No, sir. Yes.
And Naufal, I haven't taught you any single sentence. Still, you are improving. You're getting better. And you know that. Otherwise, you would not have been with me for 2 years. You know that our methods are authentic. You know that our methods are genuine. Our methods will give results. We use natural methods. So when it comes to developing a language, I can't teach you a language. No one can teach you a language. You may have seen like there are many German classes and Japanese classes and all. Many of my students have also joined these classes, German and Japanese and French and all. After 6 months also, when I say that, okay, can you speak German properly? They say, no, I can't. Because there also, when they go for German and Spanish or French, grammar is taught. Or they teach you how to speak a language. Like, okay, situation is this, and in this situation, you have to speak these sentences. You can't do that. Your brain will go in the analysis mode. And when there is analysis, paralysis will be there. And when paralysis is there, you're going to forget everything. The right way of developing a language, the right way of developing fluency and confidence is developing the right mindset inside that student, developing the right habits inside that students. When right habits and right mindset is there, that student will automatically develop his own language. It's a natural process. But if I interfere in that by teaching, You can teach chemistry and physics and biology and all the technical subjects, but you can't teach how to speak. You can't teach sentences. You can't teach how a language develops, because any language in the world is absorbed naturally. I develop the right habits through which language is developed in your brain, in Broca's area and in Wernicke's area. So Naufal, this is the reason why, see, if I interfere in your language development process, I am doing more harm than good. I'm harming your language development. So I don't interfere in that. What I do is simple. I create a spark in you. I discipline my students. I change the psychology. I change their thought process. I make them rational. And after that, next step is developing the right rituals, developing the right habits. And after that, I develop the right surrounding to speak. Like we have coordinators matches. With these three combinations, number one, psychology, number two, the right habits, and number three, the right surrounding, they start communicating and they start opening. But out of this, the first one is very important, the right psychology, the right mindset. If this mindset is not right, you will never follow my tips, that the habits which you have to develop. And you will always have the fear and anxiety in your mind when you join the coordinators match. That's it, Naufal.
Absolutely true, sir. I think we are getting benefited actually, since we joined this platform, we have been following the English habits and getting benefited, not only to become a better communicator, but also to become a better version of ourselves, because we can see when we observe the highly succeeded people in their life, they all have a common habit of reading.
Yeah.
So I think after I joined this platform, I started reading. I read lots of books. So it has been enriching my thought process. So it has been helping me to expand my perspective about the things. So that's why I can speak on anything whenever I get a chance to speak in
Ah,
front of any people. Thank you,
rightly
sir.
said. Rightly said. Expanding your perspective. That's very important, and that is what is going to make you a better communicator. Better communicators are always good readers. Amazing, Naval. It was really nice talking to you. Thanks for asking these questions.
It's my pleasure, and I'm so fortunate to be here. So thank you, sir. Thanks for having me, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, have a great day, sir.
Great.